Okay, if you could have any camera, what would it be? And it doesn't necessarily need to be your dream camera, but one that does what you need it to do more than other cameras. And so for me, that's my trusty GoPro, or actually technically GoPros plural. You see, I have a bunch of these things because they have been the most versatile and functional camera for my current needs. And when I'm out in the field, these are what I use 9 out of 10 times for most of the footage or B-roll footage that you see. Usually I head out and there's 4 of them. When my R5 decided to base jump in my studio and hit the floor, well, for the 2 weeks that it was in Canon, with Canon repair, it was, I had to look down, it was the HERO11 that was positioned to my left here for my B-roll camera. So these things, I absolutely love these. And guess what? I'll have another one here soon, as GoPro this week has officially announced the HERO12. Now, the HERO12 isn't a major overhaul of the HERO11, but it does have a few very interesting features that make it more functional and user-friendly option. So let's jump into this and other exciting stories in today's episode of apparently German Shepherds really like Metallica. Now, the last few months, we have seen periodic speculation about what the R5 Mark II might have underneath its hood. Today is really no different. We have a fresh new set of rumors that make me even more excited about this camera, but actually maybe not as excited as this guy.
Wow! Look at that! She's a beauty!
Anyways, this is a new batch of rumors that suggest the R5 Mark II will have a 62 megapixel stack sensor that is capable of variable resolution. So in other words, you'll be able to select 15.5 megapixels, 31 megapixels, or 62 megapixels based upon whatever your needs are at the time. Now, the camera is also rumored to shoot 8K 60p video, 4K 120p video internally. Now, on top will be a multifunctional hot shoe in a new button layout with revamped controls. Now, on the back is going to be a 5.76 million dot EVF with eye control autofocus in a all-new variable angle LCD panel. Now, one thing that jumps out about the new batch of rumors is that it mentions the Digic X2S processor. Now, the R5 and the R1 are widely expected to feature a new generation of processors, but this is really, man, this is the first time a name has been associated with it. So again, these are just really, at the end of the day, these are brand new, unconfirmed rumors. So let's take this information with a grain of salt. But with a projected announcement of the first quarter of next year, I mean, we're getting close here. So I'm sure we're going to see a solid stream of rumors coming up between now and then. So if you're an R5 fan, have an R5 Canon user, might be interested in this camera, buckle up. Now, in other Canon news, new reports show that the company is absolutely dominating the camera market. So far this year, Canon accounts for 46.5% of all the units sold, with over 3.3 million new cameras in the hands of consumers. Now, in second place, it's Sony with 1.879 million units sold. Now, and I'm really no math genius, but that's a pretty significant difference. Now, Sony's market share is just over 26%, while Nikon is a distant third at 11%. And then, of course, you have Fuji, Panasonic round out the top 5 with 5.8 and 4.2% market, respectively. Now, it's important to note that these numbers include DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. If we were just relying on mirrorless camera sales, that gap between Canon and Sony kind of disappears a bit there. So for example, in 2022, Canon sold 1.54 million mirrorless cameras, while Sony sold 1.25 million. Now, it should be also noted that the value of Sony's mirrorless cameras is actually higher than Canon's, given that Sony does have a large range of higher-end cameras with higher price tags associated with them. But at the end of the day, Canon is just continuing to do its thing. It's been a top of the market share leaderboard for years, and that doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. Now, of course, the biggest news this week is that GoPro has unleashed the HERO12, and it does not disappoint. So let's not waste any time and jump straight into the specs. Now, the biggest feature includes a 5.3K and 4K HDR video, a standard tripod mount, and a new user interface with simpler controls. Now, it also has better battery life. Now, for me, this is the big thing right here. And we're not just talking about a tiny bit more battery life. This thing has 100% more battery life. Now, with better power management, the Hero 12 is capable of 70 minutes of continuous video shooting at 5.3K 60 in more than 95 minutes at 5.3 30. Now, dropping the resolution down to 1080 30 is going to get you more than 155 minutes of runtime. So here's the thing that I'm super interested about. Now, many know I've been running GoPros, man, for a long time, well over a decade. Now, over the years, I've enjoyed seeing the evolution of GoPros and seeing where they came and where they're going, and they've just become an all-around great, useful camera, a useful tool to have in your camera bag. Now, that said, GoPros, they have a lot of pros. Now, there are a couple cons. One of the cons that I can think of off the top of my head, that when I see these or hear these runtimes right here, this has me really curious, because if we're being straight here, these things have a tendency of every once in a while overheating or even shutting off or freezing up on you. Let me take that back. It freezes up. So when I hear runtimes with 5.3 of 70 minutes, 4K at 95 minutes, or the 1080 at 155, hey, that's pretty awesome. But I live in California. Under what conditions are those times taking place in? Are we talking about inside of a freezer, or if it's 70 degrees out, 80 degrees out, 90 degrees, are you still going to be able to get that 70 minutes, 95 minutes, the 155 and so forth? So while I am super intrigued, and I'm going to be excited as hell to get out there and test this thing out, add the 12 to my arsenal. There's 2 9s down there, a 10, 11. There's another 11 mini over here. I love these cameras. But the Hero 12 has the same type 1.9 sensor as, you know what, hell, this is the 10. Here we go. Might as well hold it up. As the Hero 11, but ups the ante with additional capabilities. So for example, the Hero 12 is capable of vertical video and has wireless time code sync, which makes video editing when you have multi-camera situations much easier. Now, other video specs include 16:9 widescreen video, traditional 4:3 video or full-time video with a 8:7 aspect ratio. Now, each of these ratios can be used with time-lapse, time warp, night effect, night time-lapse shooting. So furthermore, the 12 has long exposure capabilities that can capture star trails, light painting, and vehicle lights as well. So some pretty cool creative features that you're going to be able to do with the 12. Now, on top of that, the Hero 12 is compatible with the GoPro's new Max Lens Mod 2.0, which gives the camera an ultra-wide 177 degree field of view and gives the camera 36% wider and 48% taller perspective. Now, the Max Lens Mod is as rugged as the Hero 12 and features scratch-resistant glass and hydrophobic coating. Now, the good thing about all of this is you won't have to wait long to get your hands on one of these bad boys either. The Hero 12 is available for pre-order right now for $399.99, basically $400, and begins shipping September 13th, so just in barely a couple weeks. Now, Max Lens Mod 2.0 is $100 and is available for pre-order as well. All right, guys, it's that time of the video when I'm going to sign up. But before I do so, hey, of course, I do got to ask for a quick favor. The like button down below has been, it's been acting a little weird, a little sad lately. Now, I'm not sure what the deal is, but I think, look, a few likes of this video will boost his spirit. So if you don't mind, give the like button a little love before you leave. As always, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope to see you right here during the next video.